Bom pessoal, sejam bem-vindos a mais um vídeo. Hoje nós vamos testar aqui um novo jogo, Call of Cthulhu. Eu não sei se é assim que pronuncia, né? Mas novo jogo, capítulo 1. Todas as informações vai estar aqui na descrição, tá, galera, do jogo. E vamos testar ele. Eu testei ele um pouco antes, eu achei bem legal. Vamos ver, tá carregando. Tá no Full HD no médio, tá, gente? A loucura seria uma misericórdia. Que os deuses, não sei o que lá do homem. Nananã. Não vou pular nada pra gente ver desde o início, tá? Eita, meu Deus. Eu pretendo fazer o detonado desse game, hein? Eu tô fazendo ele em vídeo aqui, pois eu estou fazendo vários vídeos, né? Eu resolvi escolher esse pra gente testar. E a continuação vai ser, né, em live, né? Vou lembrar aqui os movimentos. Não dá pra fazer nada, eu acho. E aqui. Dá pra pegar várias coisas mortas aí, ó. Meu Deus. E pra agachar. E o A pra tentar abrir as portas. Beleza, vamos ficar abaixadinho aqui, ó. Tem uma entrada aqui, vamos acompanhar aqui. Eu tinha testado, gente, mas não é tipo hoje, né, que eu testei. Aqui não dá pra abrir, não. Nossa, Deus. Acender alguma coisa. Quando o objeto puder ser perto, aperte A. Ok. Apertamos o A, agora tá bem melhor, né? Eita, meu Deus. O controle tá vibrando, mas vamos lá. Esse é o motivo pra nós ir embora, então, né? Meu Deus, que brilho. Peguei um alicate. Será que tem algum bicho ali, alguma coisa? Não é hoje que queremos saber, né? Tá salvo. A gente estava ali, né? Então. Se andando aqui. É por aqui mesmo.
What a putrid offering.
Não dá pra passar ali, não.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
Segure LT para correr. Ah, meu Deus, se não tá mandando correr, vamos correr então. O jogo salva, atenção.
Everything has already been written. But perhaps you attempt to change your destiny.
Jogo salvo.
I hate whiskey. I wonder why I still take these things.
Já pegamos um item aqui. Ok, não quero escutar nada não. Vamos pesquisar aqui, ó.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
Pegamos alguma coisa aqui.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Aqui a gente pode upar, né? Vamos inventar, a gente tem um isqueiro. O telefone tá tocando. São aqueles antigos.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Esse jogo ele é meio de suspense, de investigação.
I'm Chaosium, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Distribua pontos do personagem. Com cada ponto de personagem, você pode melhorar a pontuação de sua habilidade. Acho que eu botei tipo... confirmar. Em cada um ali, até a gente saber como é que faz pra mexer ali direito, né?
On a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Tô com a companhia.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
Desculpa.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl.
Esse cara que a gente tá controlando ele, eu lembrei agora daquele jogo do The Evil Inspirado. Não sei porquê, acho que o boneco lembrou ele.
Yes.
O personagem tá um pouco
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire.
Já tem um bom tempo que eu também não jogo. Eu tenho que testar o 2 também, o The Evil, enfim.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was
Você estiver
mad,
falando
but
o
I
nome do
know
jogo
that's
errado,
a
mas vocês
lie.
sabem, né? Que
She
já
would
tem
never have
detonado lá
done
no
such a
canal.
thing.
But if you have no proof,
I've brought all that I have.
Você acha que eu não fiz tudo não na
I want you
época.
to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the
Prestar atenção
assumptions
no
that
jogo, que eu
come
tô
to
jogando o
mind.
jogo, tô falando de outro jogo.
what am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Diário. O jogo tá salvo. Objetivo. O caderno traz detalhes, não deu pra ler tudo.
What's this symbol?
Ah, tem que
on the
apertar e
man's chest?
pressionar.
It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
Consultar diário. Aqui, ó. Ah, beleza.
A warehouse on Darkwater.
Ah, eu tava apertando, não
Some
tava
sketches of the
dando.
Hawkins family.
Galpão.
Rather thin.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Ah, aqui tem diálogo.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the
Esse
police
jogo
telling
tem
me of my
bastante
daughter's
diálogo,
death.
tá, gente?
And yet a
E
short
de
while after,
investigação.
this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that.
Esse jogo
I
parece que ele é
believe there
bem
is
grande,
more to
esse
this
jogo.
case than just an accident.
Pera aí. Me mandaram mensagem na Steam, depois eu respondo. E agora, hein?
You must tell me
Tem que escolher
if
todas as
what the police
opções ali,
suggest
né?
about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
A vida é morte dela.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse
Galpão
36.
36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Já tem
I
todas as
think I'm
informações,
beginning
eu
to
acho.
understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Chama a mulher de
Find
doida.
that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You will be handsomely compensated.
All right.
Vamos
I'll take the
investigar a
case.
morte da mulher.
I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
Ah, aqui tem, ó. 63 anos um homem. Armador ali, o Charles, 41. A Sarah era pintora, 33 anos. Era uma pintora, né?
Darkwater.
Pera aí. Que triste, o menino também morreu.
I think I've got a book on the
família
North
toda, né?
Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
Uma coisa pra gente pesquisar aqui que eu não olhei, deixa eu ver.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Darkwater is off the coast of
Um
Boston.
livro aqui, ó.
But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater. I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Arte da Medicina, volume 1. Esse que a gente pegou. Ali tem que deixar pressionado o A, tá, gente? A tecla A. E do controle pra dar aquele negócio de girar lá pra gente conseguir sair. Capítulo 2. Eu vou jogar mais um pouco, tá, gente? E quando eu testei, quando eu tinha, né, baixado pra poder testar, a gente tinha jogado o capítulo 2, só que eu fiquei preso no capítulo 2. A gente encaixar não sei o que, mas eu não consegui achar. Mas eu vou jogar mais um pouco, porque o jogo tá muito legal. Ele tá bem otimizado, não tá travando não. Vou deixar os requisitos dele aqui no bloco de informações, tá, gente? Pra quem quiser testar também. Olha que bacana, tipo uma abertura, né, do jogo. Tipo, não, é a abertura do jogo. Eu acho, pelo que eu me lembro.
We're almost there.
Cthulhu. Não sei falar o nome direito não. Tá aí na tela pra vocês lerem aí, ó.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Chegamos na ilha.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
Muito obrigado, capitão.
So, what wind brought you?
O que te trouxe aqui? O jogo tá salvo.
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been
Difícil por falar do caso.
He was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman. And a great
Lugar
painter.
descoberto. Estudar no diário.
You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office.
Tem uma casa ali também.
If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Fale com não sei quem ali, ó. A missão. Fale com não sei quem ali. Olhar o diário aqui, eu acho, né? Capítulo 1, capítulo 2. Ok. Uma pesquisada aqui, ver se tem uma coisa pra gente pegar. Aqui, ó.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Beleza. Dá pra abrir aqui. Tá bom, moço, não vou te perturbar, não.
Hey, be careful.
Isso é da cena, tá, gente? Eu não tô mexendo em nada.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure arises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Vou investigar.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never
Ela era
understood
pintora.
why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Quero falar mal dos mortos.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Her vision, was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Algo mais.
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic
Com
sort of
certeza,
guy.
lá é antigo,
The
com
name it
certeza.
reminds us of the golden age of dock water, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Tô procurando o galpão
Do you know where this
36.
place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Pede uma bebida, né?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
Acho que é só, né?
That'll be all for now.
Mais nada por enquanto. Vamos investigar daqui.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
The doctor, what did he say? He laughed. My God.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Não dá pra sentar aqui não.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be
verdadeiros
pros, but we
sereios.
give it all we've got.
Tá bom,
That's
né?
true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song
Música é
before.
essa?
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
As baleias
They all
agora-
disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
I had the wing of the girly boy. I was present and the fly home.
Chamou a gente de estranho, né? Vocês viram, né? Ah, tem uma mulher ali, ó. Tá nancado.
What you looking at, stranger?
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Ah, it was a compliment.
So what?
Elogio.
Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it. I told you to beat it.
Ih, não dá pra fazer nada aqui não, hein? Vou falar que eu não sei quem ali, não lembro qual que é o homem que tem que falar. Será que é aqui?
You again.
I read the article on the miraculous catch.
Liberou bagulho
Interesting
aqui.
local folklore.
Don't get it into your head to repeat that round here. It's more than folklore. On that
Só
day,
folclore.
the crew of the Scylla caught an exceptional catch. The biggest whale ever caught. They saved Darkwater from famine.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
Aqui, ó.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
Pular não dá, então é pra fora aqui mesmo. Acho que é aqui que tem que ir, né?
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Cara, tem uma coisa ali, volume 2 ali. Acho que tem que conversar com o moço aqui, ó.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests.
cara aí
They're
mesmo.
on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck. I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Tem negócio aqui ó, que eu não peguei.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins.
Tem
That's
mais
all I'll
algumas
get from them.
datas.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust
Tá bem
removal.
enferrujado. Vamos olhar aqui em cima.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Beleza. Tem mais coisa. Mas não tem?
What a macabre souvenir. What a macabre souvenir.
Souvenir macabro. Realmente que não tem nada não, ó. Pera aí. Vamos lá pra frente. Deixa eu dar uma olhada se não tem nada aqui. Não, ali é o nosso barco.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain...
Mais diálogo, né?
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Tornar.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although, these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder? I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Beleza.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. Can you tell me where the warehouse is again?
Look, I've already shown it to you. It's the one with the cop on guard duty out front. You can't miss it.
Understood.
Deixa eu ver aqui. Eu falei ali.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Objetivo. Eu tenho que entrar no entre no galpão 36 e fale com Brandley. Beleza. Esse moço aqui, ó.
Hey, Sullivan. The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
Ah, esse aqui mesmo.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
Você.
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now, please, leave us to our work.
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right...
Because its owner is dead. Now, please.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
What could have done so?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Where do you think you're going?
Preciso entrar no galpão. Aqui, ó.
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
Mas mesmo tendo muito diálogo,
the only one
acaba
left there
fica
is old
interessante o
Silas,
jogo.
and the accident
Fica
is
querendo saber as
affected
coisas,
him
né,
badly.
avançar.
He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone. You again. I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
Ai, meu Deus. Nem deu pra escolher as outras opções, que tinha mais opção ali. Agora a gente não tem mais, né? Acho que é aqui que tem que entrar, né? Aqui, ó.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you, no.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Tem que entrar no galpão de qualquer jeito, ali é o objetivo.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the navigator.
He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory.
Calma,
From
cara, falou
whom,
até
I
verme ali.
wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work
Não, eu
around
tô
here.
quieto aqui porque eu tô prestando
Fitzroy gives
atenção.
us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Até mais, ok, né? Vamos ver se tem alguma coisa pra cá. Esse moço não dá pra interagir. Não, aparentemente por aqui não dá pra passar, né? Ah, tem um cara aqui, ó. Também não dá. O cara tá bem pescando ali, né? Deixar o cara quieto ali pescar. Não dá, o personagem não pula. Pelo menos eu acho, né? Não descobri não, né? Investigar.
Damnation. I broke it. It's no use. The padlock won't give. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Ali o cadeado não quis abrir. Opa, deu uma lagada agora. Mas eu acho que não tem nada pra fazer aqui então, né? Talvez mais pra frente a gente tenha que voltar pra abrir essa porta aqui, ó.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Tem um outro item ali, provavelmente. Tentar entrar aqui, ó.
Who's this guy? No idea. You better keep it shut.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaps. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Investigar.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
What happened to the statue of St. Brendan? Drake.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors?
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
What are you guarding, exactly?
Listen, bonehead, we already told you that we're guarding our boss's turf.
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
Tá difícil.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Ah, já fiz tudo já.
I bid you gentlemen farewell. If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Por ali não vai dar mesmo, né, pra entrar, né?
Oh yeah. He's gonna get
Deixa eu ver aqui. Tem 2 pontos. Eu não vou botar não. Aqui dá pra interagir, será?
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
Se estressar.
I told that flunky that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
Ah, esses dois não vão me ajudar, né?
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. If you want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
I shall take my leave.
Encontrar itens escondidos. Ah, meu Deus. Acho que foi nesse pedaço aqui que eu parei.
A handle.
Manivela.
It must come from these old winches. This ratchet device seems to be usable. A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Não sei se tem mais coisas pra gente pegar.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Ai, tem que abrir essa porta. Vamos investigar daqui. Isso não tem mais nada aqui, né? Tá meio escuro. Tem uma escada aqui, vamos subir.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Acho que tem que achar mais coisa. Tem que achar mais uma coisa pra rodar aqui, eu acho, né? Eu acho, né? Eu queria abrir aqui e encerrar o vídeo, mas realmente eu não sei onde é que tá o outro item. Melhorar aqui, ó. Confirmação. Era o campo de visão, a gente consegue enxergar aqui quando não vê nada. Não sei mesmo. Será que é lá fora? A engrenagem, achei.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
Achei na cagada aqui, ó. Nossa. Vamos ver se era isso. Aparentemente sim, ali parece que ficou verdinho.
Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle.
Beleza. O jogo está salvo, aí. Vou entrar aqui, vou encerrar o vídeo de hoje, tá, galera? Valeu mesmo, muito obrigado pela paciência que vocês ficaram até aqui comigo. Vou continuar isso aqui no próximo vídeo, ou na próxima live, né, que vai ser a continuação. Uma boa noite, um abraço pra vocês e valeu! Tchau, fui!